Good day all. Scott Norina here again. Today I am making a short video demo of a simple Python program. The purpose of this exercise is to show an example of coding structure and syntax used in Python programming. This application will simulate a retail store inventory of surfboards. The execution of this program will output the details of a small number of surfboards including brand name, model name, length, and width to a console window. The code for this program will be available for download from a public Git repository. This link to this repository will be included in the video description below. I am using a Windows machine and will open a terminal window to show the program code in this exercise. PowerTools Runner is used to launch Windows Terminal. PowerShell is configured as the default shell in Windows Terminal, and I have installed Execute as an enhanced CD command line to allow tab completions and quick jump directly to the Surfboard Store program folder. Once in the program root directory, I will run neovim with a lazyvim to open the program files. I am using lazyvim as my coding development editor. Lazyvim is an open-source integrated development tool that encourages coding without use of a mouse. All functions included in lazyvim can be accessed directly from keyboard keystrokes. Keywiz is running to show all keystrokes entered as I navigate through the program code. The source code for this program is contained in the source src directory showing in the File Explorer. I will open each file so that we may examine the code. From left to right I will open the following Python files: main, display, inventory, products. Main is the entry point of our application. Notice that the main.py file includes import statements that bring in code from other files that are used to generate the program output. The program code is organized into separate reusable components where code is imported as needed in the program. Before we go further into the examination of the code and program execution path, we will run the program and inspect the output. In order to run a Python program, it is necessary to have an interpreter installed and accessible on your computer. Let's open a command line from within lazyvim and check for a local install of Python. On Windows, I use pynv to install Python. Execution of the command Python version on the command line will output the details of the currently installed Python version. Python version 3.12.7 is installed and ready for use. Now I will execute the main.py file in the source directly to show the output of the program. As expected, the program output iterates through an inventory list of surfboards and outputs the model, brand, length, and width of each board. Notice that the details of the surfboard inventory are output two times, once arranged horizontally and once vertically. This will be explained when we look at the code in the main.py file. But first let's look at how the surfboard data is managed inside the application. The products.py file is where a class named surfboard is defined. This class includes a blueprint for the construction of a surfboard object. The initialization function is this class takes is all the parameters needed to construct a surfboard object. Also, included in the class is a function that will print output of the surfboard object's fields. All the surfboard details displayed in the program output were pulled from surfboard objects created with this class file. The inventory file is where the surfboard objects are created. Notice that the surfboard object is imported from the products.py file via an import statement at the top of the file. The surfboard class is then used to instantiate three surfboard objects including the required parameters of brand, model, length, and width. Each of these surfboards are then added to an array list. This list of surfboard is the data source used in this Python program. In the display.py file, a function, print surfboard data is defined that is used to produce output of the inventory data. The surfboard class is imported here and used to type the function input parameter as a list of type surfboard. The function then iterates over the list and calls the printinfo function included in each surfboard object to display the surfboard data fields in a stacked format. All necessary components of this Python program are imported into main.py file through statements listed at the top of the file. The surfboard list is imported from the inventory file. The print surfboard data function is imported from display.py and the class surfboard is imported from the products.py file. The variable surfboard is defined as of type surfboard, then used in a for in loop through the imported list of surfboard objects. Interpolation is used inside of a print method to output all surfboard data fields in a horizontal line. The print surfboard data method is then called passing in the input parameter of the surfboard list. The function then iterates over each surfboard object and calls the included method to print the object data fields vertically. In summary, this simple Python coding exercise demonstrated how to write reusable Python code as modules that can be imported as needed anywhere as a program. Reusable code can include type data objects defined by a class declaration and encapsulated in other data collections such as a list. By organizing program code into functional components available for import, the code base should be easier to manage as an application grows in size and complexity. Thanks for watching.